YouTube family. Okay, we're doing it again with the chicken thighs. You all remember we had 3 chicken thighs. Now we're down to 2 because earlier today I made some chicken and rice. And I was going to have that for dinner tonight, but it's a Friday night. And Fridays, I like to have some type of seafood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shrimp and chicken pasta. Now, some of you all who follow my channels, this right here is the juice and the renderings off the chicken breast, and I'm going to use that to saute the shrimp. Real quick, some of you all that follow my videos, earlier this week, when I was prepping these chicken thighs, I said I was going to make a chicken parm, basically some spaghetti, some marinara sauce, a chicken patty with some mozzarella cheese and everything. That was for Sanaya to eat, and she ate that the other night. I think that was Wednesday night. But I still have some of the spaghetti left over. Still have some of the spaghetti left over. So what I'm going to make is a pasta dish tonight with that spaghetti, and being that it's Friday, like I said, I want to have some type of seafood, and that's just something that I'm into. You know, on Fridays I like to have some type of seafood, and then this is the broccoli that I made earlier today, to go with the chicken and rice. And you know, I just put the chicken and rice in the refrigerator. Sanaya and I just put that in the refrigerator. But Sanaya and I will be traveling to Atlantic City this weekend for Veterans Day. Veterans Day is on Tuesday. So there's a possibility I might take that chicken and rice with us on the trip for Veterans Day. And I think I might even do some type of something with that, a video of how to you know, take food to travel. You know, because that's another thing about, you know, what I want to do is how to, number one, travel on a budget. But one of the biggest expenses that you're going to incur when you travel is food. Is food. So I think I'm going to use that chicken and rice in a video. Right here I got a garlic breadstick. It's already been toasted in the oven to go with my pasta, my chicken and shrimp pasta. So let's get started with this. I'm going to use the cast iron skillet. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of this. That's the carrots and the like I say, renderings from the chicken thighs. And once that gets going, I'm just going to put the shrimp in with the carrots and the celery and all of that stuff. But you all are seeing how I'm using everything. You know, this really has a lot of flavor. This really has a lot of flavor. Because it was from the seasonings and everything that I put on the chicken. Okay, so we're starting to get a little sizzle there. And you all know shrimp doesn't take long to prepare. Go ahead and throw these shrimp in there and saute those. And once again, I'm just showing how we're going to use those 3 chicken thighs to create multiple meals. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to use this chicken thigh right here. A good portion of it. I'm going to use this chicken thigh in this dish right here. And then this 3rd chicken thigh, I think I'm going to make maybe a barbecue chicken sandwich for tomorrow night on Fun Food. Tomorrow's going to be Saturday, so Fun Food. I think I'm going to make a barbecue chicken sandwich. But tonight, sticking with the seafood theme for Friday night, we got some shrimp popping off. So I'm going to make a chicken and shrimp pasta. Like I said, you all know shrimp don't take that long to make. So while that's sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and get the meat off this chicken. Look at there, y'all. All that flavor, all that seasonings right there on that chicken. I'm just going to use a fork to kind of pick the meat off of there and put it in with the shrimp. And I probably don't need to use much more. I think that's enough. Enough chicken, just so, you know, it can have a presence of chicken with the shrimp. The main star of this dish is the shrimp. Okay, I'm going to just taste one of these shrimp just to see if they're done. And you definitely don't want to overcook your shrimp because they'll be chewy. That right there is nice and juicy. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off on that. I got some Walmart Alfredo. I'm just going to pour some of that in. Smells delicious. Chicken and shrimp pasta. Let me taste this. That's it. That's it. we're going to go ahead and put in our spaghetti. Like I say, you all, like I always said, don't take a whole lot. A lot of this stuff that you might be somewhat encouraged and programmed to go out to these restaurants, you can do right at home. Okay, let that sit for a minute while I kind of put this in the refrigerator, just really just to get it out of my way. How you all like the jazz that's going on tonight? I got another scene, another bedroom scene. Well, it looks like a studio apartment. That's what it looks like. Like this is the living room area right here. And then you got a nice, what looks like a nice king size bed over there, overlooking New York City. Man, that looks awesome. I think this meal deserves a bottle of wine, or not a bottle of wine, but a glass of wine. Let's see what we got down here. Menage a trois decadent. This right here is delicious. This is a delicious wine right here. I think I'm gonna have this with my meal tonight. See here, what do I have? Okay, I don't want no cayenne pepper. Italian seasoning. What do I want to put? You know what? Let me see what I got up here. Because I do want to add some color. That's just one of the things about me when I'm cooking. You know, I learned this in a restaurant that I worked at once before, is that you know, what the food look like, the presentation means something too. You know, and this is just kind of all one color. I want to add some color to that. You know, let me cut off some of this broccoli. You see, I got some color on the broccoli, and earlier today when I was making this, you saw that I used Obey seasoning. Obey seasoning to season this broccoli. But it also adds some nice color. Alright, I'm going to nuke that for about 30 seconds. Well, YouTube family, I hope you had a wonderful week. Like I said, tonight is Friday. Thank the Lord. Glory, hallelujah. We have survived this week. I heard that they've released the SNAP benefits for people. I just kind of briefly saw something when I came in and kind of put the TV on YouTube. And I thought I saw something where they said people are going to be getting their SNAP benefits now. That sounds awesome. But, you know, that's what kind of spurred some of these videos. And I think, you know what, I can just imagine now that people have, you know, went through that ordeal. You know, I think it's going to cause a lot of people to really start focusing in on not depending so much on the government, because you all see what can happen.